Making this DVD has been like a dream come true for both of us. We finally got a chance to take the dancing out of the ballrooms and put it into these amazing locations. I think dancing means a lot of different things to different people, but most of all, it means escapism, it means happiness and just dreaming away. And I definitely think that's what we've been able to do.
We've managed to find a wonderful location on a rooftop in London, and it's a really dreamy atmosphere. It's a wonderful, mellow, soft musical number, and we just kind of like to show that we're expressing the music and dreaming away, really. It's a fantastic location.
The theme for the waltz is very romantic, and I've carried that on in the dress design as well. The soft pale pink, the elegant design, and the stoning on there, the rhinestones, the shine. The ballroom dresses nowadays are very much inspired from the 1930s.
The waltz has been around for hundreds of years, and it started off without any form of contact between the man and the lady. And then over the years it started to get closer and closer and closer until the waltz we have today is very close, obviously, and it's danced with a lilting action, and this is a rise and fall in the feet. We wear ballroom shoes, which is the patent shoes for the man and the court shoes for the ladies. We're really lucky with our shoes that we've been sponsored by Ray Rose, who has really looked after us throughout our careers and produced wonderful dancing shoes which are specially made for dancers' feet, which are flexible and move with the shape and the steps that you're dancing.
Well, the cha-cha is completely different from the waltz. In the Latin dance, like the cha-cha, we get to be very individual, and we can have slightly different feelings and idea about each step, and the two of us can then bring those in and kind of make a joint cha-cha.
Summertime and the living is easy. Fish are jumping, don't you know, my darling? I said it right now, and the cotton is high. Like your land is rich, kind of rich girl, and your mommy's good looking, yeah. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. One of these mornings come, you're gonna rise up singing. Then you spread your little wings, and take to the sky. La, 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 la. That morning, come on, baby. There's nothing gonna harm you, girl. With the Robbie and a daddy standing by. Yeah. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. baby. Do do not let a tear fall from your eye. Oh!
In each dance, Ian and myself sit down and talk about what theme we're going for with the music, the location, the choreography. Therefore, we try to match the dress with it. And we have some amazing designers to work with at DSI who have just done some spectacular outfits for this whole DVD. As you can see, each one is so different from the other. A lot of people ask me, and a big secret for dance dresses is what I'm going to show you now. Because many people say, how do you actually manage to move so fast and nothing is showing and nothing is falling down? Well, this is the secret. You ready? A full body, like a swimming costume, underneath the dress. The Latin outfits, I really like the Chastro dress. I just think it was really breathtaking. So there wasn't much to it, but what there was just moving in a really nice way. It followed the body and the shine. I mean, it took hours for them to do this dress because they sat and hand sewed each bead and stone onto it.
The cha-cha was brought over in the mid-50s from Cuba, and it is a development from the mambo dance. And as you can see today, it's become a very flirtatious, fun, fast dance. And that kind of suits our personality, if you like. And we really enjoy the Latin. That's why we specialized in the Latin. Many years ago, I danced ballroom as well, but then it got to the stage where we had to choose one or the other. And I found that my heart was in the Latin because there was a lot more freedom. There's a lot more freedom in the body. It's a lot more expressive. And that's where the Latin has an advantage for me.
Take it from the top again.
Whereas the quick step is a very different dance. It's a ballroom dance and it's elegant, stylish and has panache. This is developed from the 1930s, from the Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers era, and that's what we try to recreate in the next scene.
The guests have all left. Do go to bed.
Thank you, madam. Good night.
Good night.
My story is much too sad to be told, but practically everything leaves me totally cold. The only exception I know is the case when I'm out on a quiet spree, fighting vainly the old ennui, and I suddenly turn and see your fabulous face. I get no kick from champagne. Mere alcohol doesn't thrill me at all. So tell me, why should it be true that I get a kick out of you? Some get a kick from cocaine. I'm sure that if I took even one sniff, that would bore me terrifically too. Yet I get a kick out of you. I get a kick every time I see you standing there before me. that I get a kick out of you.
Well, going from the Quick Step, which is just in the best location we could ever imagine, it was just fantastic for us to film there and to dance together. I mean, I felt like I was dancing with Fred Astaire. It was brilliant, so romantic, so lovely, and we both enjoyed the filming of that so much. It's an elegant and soft dance. Going into the paso, where Ian has to be like a bullfighter. I mean, he has to be very, not aggressive, but, you know, more staccato and very much in charge. Complete different feel. I do enjoy the paso. It's especially the way we've done it here, where there's a lot of feelings between us and anger and, you know, who's in charge and challenging each other. It's a challenging dance, really, and I think that comes across, but fiery and exciting. I think it's a very exciting dance.
I would say a lot of the dancing that we do is about recreating the character of the dance. And if that means a certain posture, a certain technique, then that's what we do. The way we move our body and the way we stand and the way we place our body and where we put our hips and where we put our head is very important for that particular dance. I think what makes one dancer stand out from another is a particular charisma. I think that word charisma is very important, that they can give off a personality and an expression which overrides the dance, and you see that more than you see the steps. Now, to be honest, dancing on the beach wasn't the easiest thing to do. It was very, very difficult. There were lots of holes in the sand, and there was places where the sand was softer or harder. So it was probably one of the most difficult locations that we'd filmed in. Certain spins were very difficult, and things that were actually spotting and turning on the spot because of the variation in the ground and the difference in the texture in the ground. We did find that we had to accommodate that quite a lot. But I must say it was one of the locations which we enjoyed the most because it was out in the open, and it was just great to have that raw feeling that you could just express yourself and be on a beach with bare feet and, you know, just go for it. Dancing the samba on the beach was very rhythmical and flexible and free and open. It couldn't have been a bigger contrast to take it into the Havana Club to dance the tango, which was very compact and technical and sharp and very passionate.
The tango is not an Argentine tango and not a ballroom tango. We sort of tried to join the two. In ballroom dancing, they have taken the Argentine tango and changed it slightly and made it more technical. And we try to kind of mix the two because there is a lot of passion between the two people, and we really wanted to hold on to that, which was, you know, brilliant to do that with the whole atmosphere that we had to dance in. But also in the ballroom world, you change the whole to go tighter. From an American Smooth, for example, into a tango, you would bring it in, and it does become closer and very passionate. The American Smooth was just brilliant for us to get to dance because anything goes. any steps that we've learned in ballroom dancing or in dancing as well, we could mix in there. It's like a waltz or a Viennese waltz or a foxtrot that you open up and you mix with other things. So you're allowed to lose the hold in between and to turn the lady or to do a line or a lift, whatever you really, however creative you can be, you can put it into the American Smooth. I find it really romantic actually to dance. I felt like I was in a 1920s movie. I mean, it was just really, really exciting.
Come fly with me, let's fly away. If you can use some exotic booze, there's a bar in far Bombay. Come fly with me, let's fly away. Come fly with me, let's float down to Peru. In Lama Land there's a one-man band and he'll toot his flute for you. Come fly with me, let's take off in the blue. Once I get you up there, I'll be holding you so near. You may hear all the angels cheer because we're together. Weather-wise, it's such a lovely day. You just say those words and we'll beat those birds down to Acapulco Bay. It's so perfect for a fly in a honeymoon, they say. Come fly with me, let's fly, let's fly. Pack up, let's fly away.
The American Smooth has come from America, obviously. It's basically ballroom dancing, but without the restrictions of the hold everywhere. We're allowed to open up and do turns and do lifts wherever we want to, which gives it the freedom, the look of ballroom, but the freedom of Latin.
If you can use some exotic booze, there's a bar in far Bombay. Come fly with me, let's fly away. Come fly with me, let's float down to Peru.
Jive, I have to say, is one of our favourite dances. It's great fun, and as you can see, the character of the dance is very different than any of the others. It's come from America, the jitterbug, and the 1940s. It's also got a lot of rock and roll and West Coast swing, which has also come from America. So this dance is a development of about 3 or 4 dances, and our jive is the European version of jive.
Here she is, direct from the convent, Miss Dixie Leonard.
I was alone on a shelf in a world by myself. Oh, where could my Prince Charming be? But a man came along, made my life like a song, and taught me these words of ecstasy. Tenderly, I want some hugging and some squeezing and some hugging and some teasing and some stuff like that there. I want some petting and some spooning and some happy honeymooning and some stuff like that there. I used to think that love was just a lot of rubbish, a mess of cabbage, a mess of cabbage. But now my attitude is wholly lovey-dovey. And baby, you've done it. I want some kissing and some helping and some missing and some hugging and some stuff like that there. I want some living and some tasting and some whipping and some pacing and some stuff like that there. And when I get a certain feeling, I confess it, there's really only one messing and some moving and some stuff like that there. I want some leaping and some chasing and some weeping and some pacing and some stuff like that there. And when I get a certain feeling, I confess it. There's really only one expression to express it. I want some hugging, squeezing, mugging, teasing and some stuff like that there. You guys are great. Thanks. I had a ball.
Jive has always been one of my favorites. It's a very difficult dance to learn, and it takes years because to get the action right with the legs, that you can tell there's so much jumping action and pumping action with the legs. It's a difficult dance, but once you get the hang of it, it's so much fun. And I feel that Ian and myself have such a good time. We're always smiling and laughing whenever we're out performing the jive. I think it just awakes energy within yourself. And obviously it springs from the Charleston. It was a carry-on from the Charleston, which we also enjoy to do. So to get to do the jive in different location, which I felt made us dance very compact, we could use the energy between us, and it made it really great. Well, the rumba for me sums up why I dance. I think if you know me or if you see me dance the rumba, you know why I dance. It sums up every feeling any person goes through at any time in life. If it's happiness, sadness, anger, loss of someone, love or lust for someone. And, my passion that I share with Ian for dancing, we get to really join together and show other people and hopefully bring them in and join in with us and awake feelings that they might not have had for a while, or they've forgotten, or anything like that. I mean, rumba for me is just magic.
The story of my life is very plain to read. It starts the day you came and ends the day you leave. The story of my life begins and ends with you. The names are still the same, and the story's still the truth. I was alone, you found me waiting and made me your own. I was afraid that somehow I never could be the man that you wanted of me. You're the story of my life, and every word is true. Each chapter sings your name. Each page begins with you. of my life, so very plain to read. It starts the day you came.